A lack of electricity is killing Nigerian industry, something Chief Odutola was concerned about way back in 1971. According to the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, industry spent $93.1 billion, a billion naira, I must say, on alternative energy in 2018. That is 47 years after Chief Odutola. Today, no business can survive in Nigeria without generators. Consequently, the abnormal has become normal. Unless Nigeria decisively tackles its electricity, energy deficiency, and reliability, its industries will always remain uncompetitive.
What the president of the African Development Bank is saying will not be perceived as demarketing Nigeria. But this is the same thing every opposition leader or anybody who cares about the development of Nigeria has been saying. So will you now say that he is demarketing Nigeria? Hell no. He's always telling the government to do the needful. But now, let's look at the other issues that Nigerians are talking about as of today. Because 2027 is by the corner. That was Alhaji Atikul at the National Mosque in Abuja yesterday, being Friday. And some Nigerians were calling him to come and save Nigeria from the hands of this current APC-led government. My own observation is that, why will you be doing that? Yes, it is true that we need someone to save us right now from Tinubu's hand. But let's also be realistic to ourselves. Many people won't take this lightly, but I'm going to say it anyway. Tinubu is barely 2 years in office, and this is not to defend Tinubu's madness. But if Tinubu can only be in office for 2 years, and we have seen this bastardization in government, but we had Buhari for 8 years, and we saw how he crippled the economy, and we didn't care to even call out some certain politicians to deliver us on the hands of Buhari, then why are we doing it now? Is it that, okay, now our eyes are now open to see the light at the end of the day? Or it is all about tribe or all about religion? Let's not forget that we had 2023 election, that is just 2 years ago. And when we were saying that Tinubu cannot get into that office, and if you do, Nigerians will see Shege Banza. But many people did not listen. They were all queuing behind APC and all of that because of religion, the Muslim ticket. And for the fact that their imams and pastors were able to convince them in order to vote Tinubu into office because it is a miloko. Now, 2 years down the line, we are now shouting that he has bastardized the government. I don't think so. I think we should endure to the end and see how it will end, maybe in 2027, before we even take that decision. But those who have sense have already moved on and already preparing for he who will come and take over this mantle from Tinubu's hand and lead Nigeria to its destination. Looking at it from the other angle, you will discover that Atikul Abubakar is from the north, and we just had an 8 years northern administration before Tinubu coming on power. So it will be so unfair to the southern part of the country to have the power just one term and then giving it back to a northern. It is not fair. I believe that the best thing to do is that they should look into a southern candidate. We have Peter Obi, we have Osibanjo, we have other people from the southern part of the country. We have was the former minister of transportation, Rotimi Amici. We have other people who can as well become the next president. What about Makinde, the current governor of is it Ondo State or Osun State? You know, we have other people who can actually become the president of this country. But remember, it is not all about removing Tinubu from power. It's about having someone who is capable of taking Nigeria a step away from these bad policies and bad, governance that we are seeing as of today. If it is all about removing Tinubu out of the way, then the country will not move forward. And that is what some people are doing by calling Alhaji Atikul Abubakar to become the president of Nigeria in 2027. Yes, Atikul may possess the pedigree. He may have the characteristic of becoming the president. But let's not forget that he has some other allegation tied to his neck. The only pure person here who has the future, who sees the future, even right from now, and can practically take us to that future, is no other person but Peter Obi. Yes, I may be wrong, but in my own understanding and view regarding all the politicians available heading to 2027, he is a better person to me. He may not be the righteous person, but he's a lesser evil compared to all of that. All the rest politicians. So what do you make of all of this? It is now obvious to all of us, like I said in my previous video, where I talked about the demarketing of Nigeria. If you have not watched that video, you can check it out to understand that Tinubu is a chief demarketer of Nigeria. And here we are now with the president of African Developmental Bank talking about the lack of electricity in Nigeria. For over 24 hours now, I have not seen light. I'm just seeing light now before shooting this video. So what do you make of all of this? Do you even have light in your house? We pay so much for light, but we don't even see it. Thank you for watching.